Hello guys, and welcome to another one of my Fortnite videos. Gonna be looking into the Dragon's Roar, more important now than ever. A little follow-up after my video yesterday. Let's look into this semi-automatic rifle with modest rate of fire and capacity that penetrates numerous enemies and set them on fire. Fire damage is effective against nature enemies, but weak against water enemies. Alright, penetrates numerous enemies and set them on fire. That is what we see right here. One shot, it hits multiple enemies and they take affliction damage. So no matter what perks you have on the Dragon's Roar, you deal affliction damage. This is super important. It is what makes the Dragon's Roar weapon probably the best assault rifle in the game right now, unless you specifically need to be up against Water Element Husk, because then it's a bad deal. This here was what I was showcasing yesterday, just with another power level, because I powered it up. My weapon has a fixed snare perk on it that I can't change, and I selected to deal additional damage to afflicted targets. I got a few comments about why I didn't select additional damage to slowed and snared targets. There is a good reason for this, like from my perspective anyway. I know I deal affliction damage with the Dragon's Roar, so for me it is a guaranteed extra damage, and a lot of other weapons, a lot of traps, a lot of abilities deal affliction damage as well, which means that from my perspective, husks are more likely to be afflicted than they are going to be slowed. So for me, selecting damage to afflicted targets is a more guaranteed option for more damage. So that is like the reason why I selected that when I could have gone with both options. The Dragon's Roar weapons that we have from the previous event do not have a changeable lost perk on them. When we convert them, we get something that we can't change. So if you get something like what I had, slowing targets, or here, headshot cause something. You may also have a knockback cloud. We had these really cool options with the Dragon's Roar weapons, and they are not changeable. It is the one thing with the Dragon's Roar that we really can't do anything about, and of course the element, which was the most interesting thing for me. But anyway, I wanted to make this video here because I wanted to raise the flag a little for the Dragon's Roar. It is probably the best weapon out there right now, unless you're gonna be up against Water Element Husks. Penetrating shots means that you can hit any amount of husks in a line. Whenever this projectile hits something, an opponent just keeps going through them, damaging everything through it, which means that you're gonna be having more DPS when hitting more opponents, and everything is gonna get afflicted. And of course, if you have damage to afflicted targets on it, it means that you're gonna be dealing more and more damage when you hit these husks more times. The first shot dealing some amount of damage, giving affliction. The next one dealing more damage and giving even more affliction. So that, guys, was what I had to share in this video. Just a little raise the flag for the weapon that I am the most hyped about in the game right now, the Dragon's Roar, and why I selected the perks that I did for it. For now, guys, and as always, thank you very much for watching.